It's Marvel, baby. Marvel Television. Check the link below if you want descriptions of the trailers we saw today that are not posted on YouTube.
We have a lot of people in here. We don't have a lot of room. If you are cosplaying, and I'm talking straight up cosplaying as a Marvel character, stand up right now. Now, those people that are standing up, if you are willing to leave your friends and family behind, sit in the VIP spot. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Only the cosplayers. If you got a t-shirt on you got from styling, you sit down. I'm talking to cosplay. I want to see a sea of costumes right here in our VIP area. So again, you better hurry up. You're going quick. This thing. We're going to get you guys on stage right now. Come up to the front. Let's do this thing. What's up, New York Comic-Con? The head of Marvel Television and Animation himself, Brad Winderbaum. What's up, New York? It just like goes all the way back there.
This is a great room. Wow, look at all the people that came out to see us today. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Brad, thank you for having me. Thank you for having all of us at New York Comic-Con to talk about the future.
Thanks for coming. You're the reason we do this. If it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't have the opportunity to make any of this stuff, so thank you.
It's also, it's October, it's spooky season, so I have to start by congratulating you on Marvel Zombies.
Anyone here watch it? Yeah, I have to say, Brian Andrews, who has been my partner in all things animation since the beginning, since What If, he's a mad genius, and he really got to go wild with this show. So hopefully we get to make more.
I loved it. I thought it was great. There's 85 years of Marvel Comics history. You've been fortunate enough to have the opportunity to take a lot of characters from that history and introduce them to the Marvel Cinematic Universe through the TV shows, through the animation. And you're also, I think you're starting to do multiple seasons with some of these characters. How do you kind of pick the characters to introduce and the characters to continue with?
Well, we are standing on the, like you said, an 85-year legacy. So many writers and artists and filmmakers have been a part of bringing these characters from one generation to the next. And when we talk about making shows and what can last for multiple seasons, I think it's really about those character relationships that have been built over time. You know, whether it's Peter Parker and Lonnie Lincoln, or Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk. You know, these are characters that challenge each other and force each other to grow, and that's what allows you to make multiple seasons of something.
Amen. I feel like it's New York Comic-Con. You can't come to New York and not talk about a certain character, right?
We're going to be talking about a few New York characters today.
Well, there's one, though, we have to start with.
Where do you want to start?
There is a certain wall crawler I think would be a good starting point. Man, I'm loving your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Thanks, thank you. Yeah, we're launching season 2 next year in the fall of 2026, and it's an amazing show. It picks up right where the other one left off, and Jeff Trammell, our showrunner, really is digging into the history of these characters, especially Peter Parker and his personal history. And when it bubbles up in the present day, you know, that causes a lot of tension and anxiety in this ensemble, as you can imagine. It's kind of personified by this like black oozy substance that maybe some of you might be familiar with. But you know, I mean, do you guys want to take a look at it? All right, let's take a look at season 2 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Telling it in magnificent form.
What is it like to carry that torch and tell the
I
story?
mean, I watched the original series after school, so it was at 3:30 Fox Kids every day, right after Batman the Animated Series. So it was 2 a.m. And everybody that works on this show loves that original show as much as I do, and it's not very often you get to work with your heroes. And on this show, I certainly do. From the beginning, Eric and Julia Leewald and Larry Houston, the original executive producers of that animated series, have been a big part of our producing team. And in season 2, they're bringing the show from script to screen as our executive producers.
Please welcome the new executive producers, Eric and Julia Leewald. Thank you guys for being here. This is so cool.
Larry wishes he was here. He's in Spain on vacation with his wife right now. But he says hello to everybody.
And let me say, a broken arm and a cracked hip would not keep me from New York Comic Con or X-Men 97.
That is the coolest arm sling I've ever seen, by the way. I got to hear from you. What's it like to see this story continue the way it has? Is it exciting for you to now also be carrying that torch again too?
It was surreal, just that it was going to happen. You know, you would work on something ages and ages and ages ago, and it's paying the rent and paying for diapers, and then you go on to other stuff, and then you start realizing people are still watching it, and then Disney wants to do more, and it just was. Yeah, it's just, we couldn't be more thrilled and gratified that you guys are still watching the show after all this time.
Was there any stories you wanted to tell when you originally started that you didn't get a chance to, that you kind of think you might be telling now?
Yeah, well, Brad and his guys, at the very, very beginning, before he even asked us on, they stepped on the one thing that we tried. After the first season was done, and believe it or not, in Hollywood in '92, they didn't think it was going to succeed, so we were all let go. All the creative staff said, go work on some other stuff, we just think it's going to be one and done. And then said, oh, oops, half the country's watching, we better bring you back. We need a second season. And my dearest friend and the head writer on the show for us, Mark Edens, and I sat down and said, what do we want to look at? Well, we just look like we're going to be marrying Gene and Scott. And we each Julia just is having a baby, and his wife was just having a baby. So wouldn't it be cool if Gene was 7 months pregnant with a double mutant baby? Wouldn't that be a cool idea?
Yes.
And so we started writing it up, and then we got this note from Marvel saying, cool idea, but we're working on something kind of like that ourselves. Could you kind of set that aside?
And 30 years later.
30 years later, what we wanted for season 2 is a perfect way to start X-Men 97.
We don't even have to look that far into the crowd, I'm sure, to see some X-Men cosplayers, which, look at that right there. What's it like for you to come out and see the impact firsthand that this show has on the fans?
I want to reiterate what the impact has had on me, because we would not be here if fans had not found the show in the first place, honestly, and loved the show and kept things going and kept the love going. We're talking 30 years. I mean, how is this even possible? But the true generosity of your spirit is just phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough. Thank you.
Real quick, you cosplayers remind us what possibly one of the highlights of my life was into the second season of this. Our 2-year-old son went trick-or-treating as Wolverine. And the mind-blowing, after spending 18 months writing this guy, this gruff guy, and having my 2-year-old boy be him for Halloween, it's mind-blowing. And that's what you guys have given us by your support.
Brad, I know we're waiting for season 2. There's like a famous Kevin Feige meme where he says, "It's never enough for Brandon." What's up with season 3?
You're gonna ask me about season 3 before we even know anything about season 2?
Can I ask about season 3? I think I'm not alone in asking, Brad.
Here's the news, we're making season 3. And obviously, season 2 tees up season 3 in a massive way.
I love hearing about it. Hearing about it's great. Reading about it's cool. Is there anything?
Would you guys like to do the honors and introduce the trailer?
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans, people of all ages.
Season 2 of X-Men 97.
Thank you. Would you guys like to talk about live action?
We're in New York.
Yeah, I mean, this next show it's a dream come true. I remember watching the original series as a fan, and the fact that I get to work with these actors and this cast is incredible. And it's a show about New York that we shoot in New York. We shoot at Silver Cup across the river. It's made by New Yorkers, and it's called Daredevil Born Again. You know, I know you probably all want to see the trailer, right? All right. Let's play it.
Yeah, I am now. Yeah.
Man, that looks amazing what we just saw.
Well, I didn't get to see it, so
How Matt Murdock of you.
it sounds great. Yeah.
Man, what did you guys think? You saw it. We were thrilled to get Daredevil back and Daredevil Born Again the way we did with you, man. And that season, by the end of it, the power dynamic isn't the way we want it to be.
Right.
How much fun was it to dig into seeing that have to flip and put Daredevil's back against the corner against Mayor Fisk?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about that ending when we shot it was, I was like, well, we haven't wrapped anything up yet. surely we're going to do it again. So, and you know, look, we love making this show. It's such a joy to make. It's so much fun. It's such a beautiful, wonderful team. We all get on so well. Shockingly, Vincent and I are very good friends behind, off screen. So the longer we get to keep making it, the better.
I think we all agree. Also, is there like a no one else can play Daredevil rule? Not that any of us are mad about it, but that was you in the Spider-Man trailer earlier.
What?
You're Daredevil in your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh, that was earlier on.
Yeah, well,
I didn't get to see that either. So
no one else can. I love it, man. This is your role. I love how much you care about it.
yeah, and you know, they asked me to come in and do to voice the character in the in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And it's such a joy to I love this character, man. I'm so honored to get to play it, and they recently released I think it was a 3-part comic book series where Matt Murdock is in his 60s for a while. And so I'm like, great, 20 more years.
Till he's 90. So the way we talked about that ending a little bit, you were maybe like assembling a team to defend New York City. It looks like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, who's first on that list?
Jessica Jones, Kristen Ritter. We are so back.
We are so back.
Yeah, it's so exciting to have Kristen back and to have JJ in the show. But as soon as I read that, I was like, great. There's going to be a lot of snarky comments about Daredevil in his ears or whatever.
Oh yes, you can expect some of that. Anytime we get a chance to improvise, I'm gonna make fun of Charlie.
Yeah. Matt,
sorry.
See that.
When did you find out that you were going to be coming back for season 2?
I mean, so long ago, and I've been asked about it every day. And when they finally announced it, I kept like looking over my shoulder. I'm like, "Are you sure? Am I allowed to say this now?" So it was a long time in the works, and I'm so excited to be back.
So we weren't crazy for like analyzing all those Instagram story teasers.
No, that was just me being normal. That was just Instagram doing its thing. But I did know, and you know, I would come up with cute ways to be like, I don't know, I hope so, we'll see. Yeah.
I feel like the Wilson Fisk meme after watching that, like the clapping. All right, that's been a couple of New York stories. We've done a lot of East Coasting in this presentation so far. We can also check in on what's going on the West Coast. See what's going on in Los Angeles with Wonder Man.
The entertainment.
Have you given any thought about casting? Ladies and gentlemen, Yaya Abdul-Mateen II. It's great to be here. It's like the coolest looking people in New York City right now. Look at this. It's so good. Yeah. The series is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I feel like as a Marvel fan and just a movie fan, you guys write a love letter to both in this series. What was your introduction to Simon Williams and the world you created with Wonder Man, Yaya?
Well, my first introduction was a conversation with Destin, who is amazing. I wanted to work with Destin since I saw Short Term 12, and I saw a lot of his work. We sat down, we had a conversation, you know, a few years ago, and I said, look, I want to eat a hamburger. That's what I said. I said, I want to play a dude who can eat a hamburger because I had been very serious and over in the DC world, which was great. But I wanted to do something different where I could live and breathe and smile and be nervous and be happy. And Destin made it happen. So I'm excited to be over here on the Marvel side, you know, having some fun.
Welcome, man. I'm happy to have you over here. It's pretty cool. Sir Ben. This is insane. This is crazy. Iron Man 3. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. You joined the MCU in Iron Man 3. At the time, did you have any idea that it would be something that ends up continuing this far down the line? And when it does it just surprise you every time?
Well, Kevin Feige came to my house and explained the duality of Trevor and the Mandarin, which to me as an actor was thrilling, as you can, of course, understand. And then I graduated from that to a wonderful short film called All Hail the King, which was, again, by Drew Pearce, written and directed by Drew, which was, again, a total surprise. And then Destin phoned my home again in England and asked me if I would consider joining a Wonder Man series. And I didn't answer the phone. Trevor Slattery answered the phone. And Destiny was laughing so much, it was a joy to listen to him. And then of course, the fourth incarnation with Dear Yaya was yes, to answer your question briefly, yes, a total surprise. But all the good things that come to actors, if we're really centered in our craft and love our craft, life's a total surprise after surprise. It's a gift that keeps on giving, as my friend Piers Brosnan said to me one day.
And then we get to unwrap it and enjoy the gift too. Every time we watch you guys go to work.
Yeah.
Of course.
I remember those trailers for Iron Man 3. That voice that Mandarin, you'll never see me come.
And you'll never see me coming.
I was going to ask, was it hard to find it again? But it sounds.
No, you can't stop me. You can't hold me back. I'm sorry.
Don't even get him started. Don't even get him started.
Here, if you could actually just record the voicemail from my phone. Yeah, the Simon Williams character in comics has a little bit of a different story than what we see in the Wonder Man series here. Acting is very important to him.
Yeah.
What's it like for you to play that journey with this edition of Simon Williams in the MCU?
Oh, it's weird, man, because I as an actor, right? There's so much that goes into it. There's vulnerability, there's ego, there's hopes and dreams, there's ambition, there's the lonely road, and as Simon, I get to walk that fine line and experience all of that. I'm really excited to share Simon's journey towards achieving his dream, and then on the other side of that, what I'm most excited about is finding out who he becomes when he gets a piece of what he wants. And so, we'll meet a really cool character that I think that I know a lot of us can relate to, and then we get to hopefully see him evolve into something completely different. So I'm excited to share that.
It's amazing is what it is. It's the third part of the trilogy started by Jack Schaefer and WandaVision and Agatha all along. And we're so happy to have the amazing writer, director, and showrunner Terry Matalas bringing this to life for us. And I think he's here. Terry, are you here somewhere? There he is. Just a round of applause for Terry.
He's never.
You're all so beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at you. This is my hometown now. Where's Terry? Where was Terry? Can't see. Hey, Terry. Oh.
What did Terry do? Tell us about Terry's work here, if you can.
Well, Terry is our fearless leader and our showrunner, and honestly, the thing that keeps me coming back after, doing this for nearly 20 years is the money. I think that's probably obvious. But apart from the money, it's that there are still great stories to tell, and every time I'm wondering, what story is there for Vision? And enter Terry Matalas, who came and pitched me just a fantastic, gripping plot. And from that moment on, and when I looked at the receipts, I was in. I'm joking. And also, of course, genuinely, the fans, the love that I get from the fans at these things. These shows, these films, these shows are all made by fans, and they are made for you by people like you, and that is the truth. I think it's what makes them special.
Well, it's been nearly 20 years of Vision, I think, for you.
Yep.
What's it like this many years into a journey to keep discovering new parts of this character, new stories?
Well, I think that's where you really need somebody sort of visionary to step in and come up with great stories. We left. I guess what's different about Vision right now is that Red Vision gave Vision all of his memories, including the memories from within the Hex, but White Vision is having real difficulty sort of connecting to them. So he has the memories, but he doesn't have the emotion and the feelings, and I think that's what the journey, White Vision's journey during the show is about. His attempt to connect to those memories and who he was.
I think a few of us probably
But with
enjoyed
lasers.
I think there might be people in this room who enjoyed WandaVision. When that ended, the vision that Wanda created broke all of our hearts, and this new white vision just went out into the world. And is there any way we can maybe like take a look at